Let's go, everybody out there on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. This has been absolutely insane. Are we going to continue? Is there a pullback? I'm going to try to help you figure out what's happening. If you're in a trade, I already took profits, but I'm going to help you. God bless each and every one of you. Let's get it in. Let's have some fun. This is what we're here for. The gains, baby, the gains. Wow. What a freaking day, everybody. What a day. I mean, oh my God, I made so much money, I can't even think about it over here. Huh? The richest guy in crypto over here. No, but seriously, oh my God, what an amazing freaking day. It was one of the best days I ever had scalp trading. It was one of the best days I ever had for my portfolio. It was one of the best days for Bitcoin. It was one of the best days to be a crypto lifer. We go through the bear market. All those pains, all those days I woke up and Bitcoin was dumping and it looked horrible and I pushed through my live stream. These are the days, my friends. And look, we upped the ante. You shouldn't be getting any of the issues before. We went through it with my team today. We redid the whole stream. Everything should be cleaner and clearer. We added bandwidth. We added a higher bit rate. This should be absolutely out of control, but knock on wood. May God please bless the stream. We have no issues. And this is a nice little test for tomorrow too as well. Sammy with the gains. You said it. You said it. You said it, kid. Hey, you said it over here, kid. Look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 straight trades, baby! 11 for 11! Come on, baby! 11 for 11, man. My best streak is 22 straight. Let's see if I can break it, baby. I got close. At one point, it was like, I just kept banging on them. Yo! Woo-hoo-hoo! Yo, Caspa at 8-3. I'm at $31,000 in my Caspa bag. I've made $13,977 on this one trade alone. Caspa blowing to the upside. Absolutely insane. Anybody that jumped in on my Caspa bangers, oh my God, we've been in Caspa since before people even talked about Caspa. Don't even talk about it. The GOAT has arrived, baby. And I'll take it this time. Tonight, I will relish in it. Ooh, my elbow. Usually I'll be humble, but tonight I'm going to go in it, baby. Because I fought so hard. We banged through so much. We went through so much. My wife's going to wake up now. I'm like, why are you screaming? You're going to wake up the kids. I don't care. I'm going to wake up the wife. I'm going to wake up the kids. I'm going to wake up the damn neighborhood. I'm going to run down the street, baby. This is insane. Bitcoin pumping, ripping the shorts right now. I'm still in the trade. I can't stop. This would be 12 for 12. I'm up $300. Let it rock, baby. This is my big one, though. I want to sell this one at $44,000 for $3,000 or more. This is my big one, baby. This is my big one. Bang, 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 bang. P&L's looking like a freaking moon city. Like, it's like, yo, come on. Look at this P&L. I'll flash it for a split second. $7,000 today, 15,000, 31,000. Yo, come on, baby. Come on. Use $7,000 a day, baby. The 10 grand man. My wife's like, you made over 10 grand today? I'm like, yeah, babe. She's like, that makes me kind of wet. I'm like, I know, babe. She's like, I kind of want you in bed right now. I'm like, I know, babe. I know you do, babe. She's like, my man's smart. My man's funny. My man's rich. My man's the man. And I said, yeah, baby. Let's go. I'm just bugging out right now, yo. Oh, my gosh. God bless each and every one of you for being here. But I fought so hard. I spent 16 hours a day, everyone. When everyone was at the beach, I'm in my thing. When everyone was bugging out, I'm in my thing. When everyone's partying, I'm in the charts. I'm here every single day. This is my love. I gave my everything. And to get so much back. Man, life is just good, man. Life is just good. Let's break down Bitcoin for you. Forget about me. What's about to happen right now? It looks like the shorts may get squeezed again. I mean, that's a nice little pennant for daddy. And daddy needs a new pair of shoes. I'm in a different mode today. I'm telling you right now, I'm in that, like, this is what's called being drunk with gains. I don't drink alcohol, but I get drunk off the gains. And when you see gains like this, especially when you're taking profits and you have long-term holds and you're loving Bitcoin and the world is just kicking it, man. Now, these can go up 50-50. Either way, these are 50-50 patterns. I'll give you that. And let's drink the water. I put the lime in the water for the green tonight. Hola. Shout out to GF Burke. Shout out to everybody here. Man, you are on the beam. Can you solve the wars? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. You know how we solve the wars? Ready? We implement, right? Nikola Tesla's technology that we said isn't there, it's been there. He gave it away, but now it's been hidden. And we show both sides that we have infinite energy. And when both sides have infinite energy, there's nothing we can do but have peace, because we both have infinite energy. We could both wipe each other out it doesn't matter. See, Tesla had a death ray, right? He gave it to pieces. If you watch the movie, I didn't get the whole movie. Edward Norton was in it, but that was based off Nikola Tesla. He made a death ray, everyone, with what he made. Don't you know this? He made a weaponry. I shouldn't even talk about it. This was like old school stuff that was happening back on YouTube. You used to go to YouTube and you could learn about the essence of life. You could used to learn about the chakra, the kundalini. YouTube used to get you to another place. You used to be able to learn things on YouTube that you never would have thought possible. I'm telling you right now. You still can. The Prestige, that's the name of the movie. The Prestige. Yeah, and so Nikola Tesla, what he did is he made a death ray that could just annihilate any nation like this. He did, dude. And he could do it from space at this point. And they must have it. Someone has it. And that's why you'll probably never see a world war again. I bet both sides have it at this point, and we're already at that stage. So it's very unlikely we'll ever have another world war again, because both have just too much power on either side. It's all a facade right now, Navy, this and that. To me, it's all a game. That's what I say, but you could think whatever you want. There's also what's called a breakaway society, who learned about UFOs and technology when they came down here in the 40s and the 50s, and then they kept evolving and evolving. Eventually, they got so deep they couldn't tell anybody because they were using government funds, and they got, and I'm like, So now they're called a breakaway society. They have technology far beyond what we have. They're 40, 50, 60 years, and every couple of years, they get another 10 years ahead of us, because that's how far ahead they are. At one point, there's going to be a break off of society that is so far gone from us. They may be gone on another planet before we even know it. And I'm sorry, but that's the truth. And even you're on the inside or you're not. And if you don't believe that's possible, then you're not thinking out the box. So let's get it moving to another movement here. Let's talk about Bitcoin. You didn't come here for a deep dive session on rumble.com. So look at the 1 hour right now, the 1 minute. Let's break it down. We have this kind of double top. We have a possible double top here, and bring the music down. We have a possible double top for Bitcoin. Clear as day. Run here. Run here, and that could be a nice little M pattern to the downside. We have clear resistance at 36,535. Be a nice place for people to take some profit. We have a high volume node. Does it mean we're going down for sure? I don't know. I sold my trade at 36,535 on a wick. Maybe it was a good idea, maybe it wasn't. You always stay uneven, but at least I took profits and I'm going to move on. At one point too, when you're in a trade all day, it's nice to get out. It's nice to get out. And, man, what a day. What a day. After the mud floods, yeah. Tesla was scary before his time, just like us with Bitcoin. Yeah. So Tesla was describing like televisions, back into the night, like when nobody else even knew what the heck he was talking about. They thought he was insane. He literally was talking about moving pictures through wire, like sending pictures through wire, like wirelessly. And they looked at him like he was just insane. He understood so much more, way ahead of his time. He could build inventions in his mind, wake up and dream them. He spoke 6 languages by the age of 7 or 8 years old or something. The guy was by the age of 18 or something. The dude was just extremely intelligent. And, he had trouble in school. And he got kicked out of schools. If you listen to his life story, it'll blow your mind. Became one of the richest people, really, at one point in history, because he had contracts with the electric companies. He knew everything, I didn't learn about him in school. They never taught me about him in school. I don't know why. I learned about all these other, Alexander Graham Bell and all these other people, but I didn't get taught Tesla. I saw a guy reading a book one day and had, the guy was sitting in the chair with the light, and I was like, what is that? That looks interesting. And he told me when I was like 24 years old at work, and that's when my life never changed. So 2 things we could look at here for Bitcoin. All right. You want to make your small supportive resistance levels. Right here, you have a bit of a double bottom hanging on, bounce. Okay, making sure that. And look, are we not getting artifacts anymore when I move? We shouldn't be getting artifacts when I move. Do we get artifacts when I move? In the end, he got used and was left broken. Yeah, he was. He got used. Word is they put a shot of mercury underneath his you-know-whats, and then he died penniless in the New Yorker hotel. The weirdest thing about that was when I first did my first film jobs ever, I learned who Nikola Tesla was, and then when I came to to do a job one day, I had to go to Craigslist and find gigs. One guy was like, meet me at the New Yorker, and when I walked into the New Yorker hotel, I just got the chills, because I had just learned like not a few weeks prior, and so. But the shorts got absolutely wrecked today. It was an annihilation. If we take a look at what happened on BOOKMAP, I mean, there's gonna be an article about it tomorrow or something. They're gonna be like, billions wrecked. But I mean, I had to stop Bitcoin right before the stream, and I started it again. That's why there was just a break there. But I mean, we're talking billions of dollars of shorts, millions of dollars on the shorts just got absolutely annihilated. It was just insanity. And it's funny is at the beginning of the day, and in my trading group, I called 36.5, and then I gave another call for 36.8. If you were in my trading group, I traded you through this entire day with Bitcoin, and I nailed like every single step of the way, from my entries to my exits to my my break. And it was insane. And I was in a hefty trade at one point. I went full port. I'll be honest with you, I went full port, ended up down 800, right? Was watching it. My stop loss was like lower than that, and it got crazy. It got absolutely crazy. But right here, I'm putting out a post for Bitcoin right before it was about to break out here. And I used the MaxEach cart because I was just so deep in my trades. First, I saw this as a breakout to the upside. I entered the trade, right? Got ready, flipped it, boom, right? Then I drew the bigger picture and realized that was in a rising wedge, and realized that rising wedges break out parabolically to the upside. And I knew I had a chance because we had a lot of momentum. They are 32%, but not when there's a lot of momentum. So it told me that we were likely going to break to the upside. At this point, I was up 50 on the 3,000. It was a $27,000 trade, 18x long on the 3,500. I was getting ready to let it rip, okay? And next thing you know, this thing was out of control for a massive pump. And my target here was at 36,811. That's just where all I had to do was take the length from here to here and then put it there. I didn't come up with it. It told me that's where price was going to go. That's exactly where price went. That's how I was able to figure out what was going to happen in the trade. The work should still be there, and I'm going to show you again how I did this and break it down. Now, this came back down. This is likely going to pump to the upside. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. You know what I mean? Makes me think I could take another long. And you know what? Why not? I'll keep taking longs. And now I don't have to risk a lot. Like, I'll risk 50 bucks in this trade because I'm up so much, and it might be the one trade I finally lose. You see? So if I take a look, and this is what I do when it's hefty trading, I just keep going at it. I just keep going. Eventually, one of the flags won't play out. There will be a major bearish div. It'll start on the smaller time frames, and that will eventually be the end of the run. Like, not every time, but 60, 70% of the time in my eyes, when we die out on the 1 hour on a major leg, if we get a major rippage here, this is nice consolidation. I see this as a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder, even though it's slanted. I call that an uptrending drunken inverted head and shoulder. Uptrending drunken inverted head and shoulder. Say that 10 times fast. Uptrending drunken inverted head and shoulder. Uptrending drunken, yeah. But like, you have ascending moves. Some may say it's an ascending cup and handle that really still wants to move. I'd have to take a look at my 5, which really wants to rip. So the 5 minutes been fun to trade. The 7 minutes been fun to trade today. 7 minute ready to rock and talk, if you ask me. Looks like it's going to blast to the upside. Do I have some hidden bullish div on maybe a 5 minute? Almost, maybe on the 1 even. Yeah, I have some hidden bullish divergence. This keeps happening. I get myself a bit of an uptrend, but the RSI gives me a bit of a downtrend with tells me that we have a chance of here getting a move. Then I look for here. Do we have some hidden bullish here? Swing up to swing up, swing down. And it tells me that the trend should continue to the upside. We should continue to get a move on out. There's a very likelihood that we move. The measured move has taken me here to 37,262. There's word on the street that an ETF is coming out tomorrow. We don't know if it's rumor or not. It doesn't matter. It's just getting people FOMO'd out of their minds. The shorts have been absolutely rocked and wrecked. And what I want to show you now is the daily. And we're going to get to the daily in a second. But the daily is going to blow your mind. And I talked about all this stuff. I broke it down. I've been long the whole time. I never said, remember, I've been sticking to my guns. I keep saying when the stochastics go down on the daily time frame and price action goes up, that's I told this on Trading Wars. I gave exactly what was happening and broke it down. I was so adamant about it. I was just so adamant about it, right? I kept saying, this is what I've studied, for the last 10 years. I'm studying price and stochastic. Simple stuff to me. Price moving up, stochastics moving down, massive accumulation, massive buildup. That's energy. People are energy. Spiked energy, pulled in energy. It becomes a shock wave when you bring energy in tight, but you bring down the momentum. Price should be getting pulled down with momentum. Usually price gets pulled down with the momentum. Watch this. Look at what I'm teaching you. Stay with me here. This will be your kick it. If I'm long and gone, you will still be able to trade. When I'm 75, and if whatever happens to me, if you're 20 now, you'll be 60. You'll remember me. And you'll still do and teach people what I taught you. Look, this comes up, this comes down, this comes up, this comes down, okay? But then it comes up. And then when it comes down for the final, this time, it doesn't go up any. This is simple math, man. I've been showing students this and teaching people this and going over this concept over and over and over and over and over again. And people just can't see it. They miss it. They don't understand what I'm saying. I guess I've just lived so long with the stochastics RSI that I have this understanding of it that people just don't see. Now, we still could be bearish. This could be a bull trap. This could be a bull trap. What if we reverse and come back down? It would be hilarious, wouldn't it be? I have to be open-minded to the case. So now that we're drunk with gains and I've bugged out, I take some profits. A lot of people didn't take profits today. There has to be something here and there to take some profits off the table. There just has to be. For me, you do whatever makes you happy. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing that I say and do should be taken as financial advice at all. I just want you to understand what I'm teaching you about price action, okay? Let's get back to the nitty-gritty here. But I just had to show you kind of, and that's why I was so confident that there was going to be a move to the upside. That's why I've been so bullish. So like, I really like this, what this is doing. I mean, this is looking nice and it could easily dump. We could easily get stopped out, but let me just take a look at the trade. There's no reason why I can't take a gander, but wow, man, absolute insanity. Joystream took a little bit of a fall today. There's a little sell off there for Joystream. Caspa though, I mean, wow, like I'm just in a state of euphoria, like things that we all believed in, things that we followed, things that we pushed for, everything, we got everything that we asked for, like, so far, right? Again, anything could happen. Let's be open-minded and remember to take profits and protect ourselves. You never know what's really going down. But I like this inverted, ascending inverted, or uptrending inverted head and shoulder pattern. We're definitely getting super tight. I call that super tight. And again, like what happens is you're trading through a bear market and not everything plays out and you're always getting sideswiped. And if you're a beginner, you're not sure that's market, but and then the changes and and next thing you know, like every single pennant just breaks out and just like bang, 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 bang. And like every type of, and you're just like, what? And you're like, because there's the liquidity to back it up. Things are changing. All right. Always use a demo account, right? If you are going to trade, demo accounts is the smart idea. Do not use real money, okay? Just learn what the basics of trading with fake money, please. You know what I mean? You have no, again, you do whatever makes you happy. I could never tell you what to do with your money, but I would use a demo account before I did anything with real money, just because, you know what I mean? So look, we're looking here at a 2-3 risk reward ratio. All right. Now there's a chance they could give me this could get a little more. We could try to like extend maybe their measured move. And we'll also look for some type of liquidity box if we can find it. And I should bust over to mob charts, which I haven't used once in a long time. I forgot about them. So the measured move here would be 37,451. Okay. All right. And that makes sense that we could probably get there, It's a little high. I'd probably do a take profit here, though, at 37,126 and just kind of leave a runner for the bigger move. What it does is it gives me a 3.5 where I'm at if I go for that. And then if it, we'll see if it works out. So I hit my long tool and I'm going to say, basically, I'll do 37,413, but I'll add something. I'll add a limit order on it, So 37,4, and I'll show you how to do all that. That's a cool thing to do. So 37,431 is going to be my take profit. And then my stop is going to be 36,248, right? And you'd be like, that's crazy. And it may be, And I really only risk $50. That's what I want to risk. So $50 for $300. Oh, look, it's already starting to dump. These patterns can dump. They're 50-50 patterns. I always remind myself that about an ascending triangle. And look, now you have clear resistance right here. Now they could be going for the stop losses of the people that put a stop right here and just yoking it back up. But look, now you kind of have a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder possibly, right? This trade is a long-term trade I've had open now for days. I believe I'm trying to remember when I opened it. It may say here, right? On 11/7. Oh, and I opened it took profits, opened it again, just because I felt there was going to be a bit of a pullback, and there was, and then I reopened it again. Trying to see if we can extend that. It's always, and this is the thing, I learned how to, today, I never jumped in a trade hastily. I always just kept my cool. I always just kept it extra chill. Was never just forcing any type of trade. The trade had to come to me. If it didn't make sense, I didn't touch it. It was just a great day of trading. Like, it was one of my, I enjoyed trading today more than almost any day I've traded in my entire life. I had so much control. I had so much freedom. I used no emotion. I just saw the charts exactly the way they were, and they just played out like they were supposed to. Like, on everything that I looked at, like Caspa did this, everything did what it was supposed to do. I made my biggest altcoin future trade I ever made. I hit for over 150%, like, except for the BLZ for the 5,000, but that was using mitigation, turning a buck into like $60, like $56, which is crazy. But that was fun. Coinbase is the largest investor in Caspa. Mexi Caspa future settlements is now 4 hours. Does that mean you can only trade open for 4 hours, or what does it mean? I don't know what that means. But I wouldn't be greedy, man. Everyone stays in these things forever. Like, you do whatever makes you happy. I take profits. You know, this is why, this is the Bitcoin USD perpetual. So now I still have money in here. So now I took the $5,000 to $5,800, and when I get it to $7,000, I can take $2,000 out and put it in something fun, and then continue to work. And this is just a bag that I keep grinding with, and I get better at it each time. So I get back to the $2,000 faster and continue to roll. So, and again, there were some swings today where my fate was in my hands, and I never panic sold, and I kept strong, and things went up and things went down, and there was insane volatility, I'll tell you that. At one point I was in a trade down $800 and I didn't pencil neck it. I stood strong. You know, I had a one-on-one with someone. During the one-on-one, the trade was up like $500. We started talking, I forgot. Next thing I know, I look back, I was like, damn. I just muscled through the trade. Next thing you know, by the end of the one-on-one, I sold the trade for gains, and we both laughed about it. It was insane. And it was just like, look at the volatility, you know? And just one of the best days I've had in a long, long time, man. I mean, I have great days every day, but today just went swimmingly well, man. Everything just went the way it was. Nah, man, please don't do this gonk stuff to me, and gonk, whatever it is. I'm not going to be doing it. Thank you, Sammy, for the $2 super chat, but I'm just staying away from the memes tonight. All right, my man? And we're sticking to Bitcoin here. We're sticking to the Bitcoin here, okay? We're microseller. You buy Bitcoin. If you need Bitcoin, you get Bitcoin. That's why you get Bitcoin, okay? That's why you hodl it, you get it. You use Bitcoin. There's no better way. If you need Bitcoin, you gotta get Bitcoin. There's nothing better than Bitcoin, okay? That's why you put billions of dollars into infrastructure, into Bitcoin. It's better than this, it's better than that. There's nothing better than Bitcoin. Hey, Lois, I think I'm wait. Hey, Lois, I think I'm gonna grow a beard. Yeah. Hey, Chris, go to your room before I put my foot up your ear. Hey, everyone, we're gonna leave Meg at the gas station. Everybody, slowly walk away. When I watch crypto, I watch the Crypto Lifer. Hey, Dad, why is Brian staring at the TV? Because we're watching the Crypto Lifer, Brian. Chris, go to your room. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. The slow walk away part gets me. Cast bearish div equals pump. I made that one up too, man. That's my own. Like, I made that one up. Yeah, Marge, can we go out? Marge, I need to go out. Can I do Homer? Joe. I got to listen for a while, and then I can do it. Like, if I listen to Homer over and over again, right? Hey, Stewie. Chris was hilarious. Can you rap? Nah, no raps tonight. Shout out to Damon Alina. 25% pump incoming. I kind of like what we're doing here. We're consolidating. We're kind of chilling. The M kind of broke to the downside, hit the target. We have low, high, higher, low. Can we put in a higher high to the upside for Bitcoin? My golly gee, oh my. Is it time to market sell or market buy? I didn't make to rhyme, but I did, oh my. Sorry. That's not my rap song. So we have a low, high, low, high. I mean, it's getting tight in the zone. Symmetrical triangle beginning to fall. I kept it simple all day long. Had to be screaming for the gains. My boy voice gone. I know, right? I lost my voice screaming for gains. Let's take a look at BOOKMAP that's been showing us the way throughout the day. I mean, we got 37,000. The closest orders that are big and red are right here. Tells me we got 36,880 and we got 37K, and it tells me that we can get there. Now we got some big fat orders here, but they could be spoofing. They're trying to bring us back to 35.2 again and play that game, and 35.4. I don't know, man. I don't want to go back to 35 anymore. Like, I'm done with 35. Who here is done with 35? Like, I don't want to see 35 again. Get out of here, 35. It's ETF time. Get lost, kid. You had your chance, 35. Everybody loved you. For a couple weeks, it was all about you. But you know what, kid? It's time to hit the road. Nobody likes you no more. Nobody wants you around. Everybody likes 40K better than 35. But why? I'm 35. Everybody loves me. I used to be the best. Every day, all they said was 35 me, 35 me. They said if I got to 35, everything will be great. I know, but now you're second best, kid. Now there's another price on the table, and it's just Sam price, all right? And 40K. There's two prices on the table, and they're both better than your price. I don't know what to tell you over here, kid, but your time is up. Nobody wants 35 anymore. Go. I got a Cadillac outside waiting for you. A couple girls, have one more night. I'll take you out back, and that's it, all right? This is it, kid. It's the end of the road. Next time, I'll see you next time. Setting up for another pump, please. Stand by patiently. We could be going closer to the liquidity here at $37,000 for another short squeeze, because people are going to start shorting again. That's what they do. They're looking at like a different time frame, because they, you got to go to the smaller time frames. So someone's staring at the 15 or the 1, and they're like, oh, I'm just going to open up a short. That's what they're doing. See, I learned my lesson when I didn't look at the smaller time frames, and I got rocked and wrecked. So then I learned I had to be a master of all the time frames. I had to know the 1 hour all the way to the 1 minute to the daily, and I had to have all control over them at one point. Like, all right. Do I make the move here? Well, I see hidden bullish divergence. I see swing up to swing up. I see swing down to swing down. I'm in. And we press where we're at, and we're in there with the market buy, right? So I take the shot. Worst I can lose is 50. If this keeps running, I can even add to a retest here. I can double in. That's hidden bullish. 90% of the time, I'm going to win this trade just because the RSI is swinging down and the price is swinging up. Doesn't mean I'm going to. It doesn't mean it's guaranteed. It could dump in my face in 1 second to this 200 SMA. Anything is possible. It is a double top M that could easily dump, and it's looking like a little bit of a bear flag. There's two sides to the coin. There's two sides to the story, but hidden bullish really trumps it all for me. And it has the one that we talked about last night. The uptrend, the side, the king head, come back down, right? It has that same story, that same image that I showed you. The hinge, the king head, the ball, you know what I mean? Remember when we did the fractal for Aave? Shout out to everybody here. Finish him. Bear, loss, liquidity. Bitcoin is respectively my larger bullish megaphone, Livermore cylinder pattern. This is nuts, yeah. God bless the Livermore, man. Jesse, Livy Moore. And look, this trade is like already making money. Like, it's like to get into a trade and have it go up immediately. So insane, right? Today's been the day. It's just like, if I hit this, it'll be 12 for 12, right? And then I'm just go one step at a time, 1 day at a time, one easy move at a time. But so like this should break the high of this high. At that point, we'll get above here and we'll see what happens. We have low stochastics, and look what I'm going to show you something else. I'm going to show you something that's going to blow your mind. And look, I can do this on any. I can go to any program and trade. Any program. I'll tell you, my trading elevated in the last 2 to 3 weeks. I hit a new plateau. I'm being honest, and I've been trading for 15 years. Look at the Adam and Eve double bottom here on the stochastics RSI. I'm telling you, there's signals all around if you can listen. Like they're screaming at us. Like, look, we're in the trade pretty nicely now. Like anyone could have gone heavy in this. 2%, I'm at 12, Again, if you don't know what you're doing, you must never touch leverage. You will end up broke, have no money. You must get educated. I traded spot for years before I even thought of touching leverage for every reason at all. I used to actually hate on leverage and tell people never to touch it. I was like the anti-leverage. You can ask anyone online. They're like, the guy hated it. Used to hate on leverage traders. I was whacked because I couldn't handle it, so I didn't think it was good for other people. But like I learned that if I could trade it the same way I traded spot, I could take a deep breath and relax. I can make 15 bucks in 3 minutes, 20 bucks in 1 minute. Look, I mean, you're making 20 bucks in a minute. And look, this is hidden bullish. It is what it is. I've seen this many times in my life, right? When's the last time I was here, I gave you guys a trade? I just showed up. I'm already hitting the trade. Like, I'm telling you right now, like, have you ever seen someone do this? Have you ever seen someone call candle movement out like immediately? Am I time traveling? Did I see this before? Look at the shorts getting squeezed. Look at the bang out right there. I'm the king of 3%. I told you that. I told you that. I'm the king of 3%. Bam, I'm the sniper, bro. I'm the sniper, man. You're going to get whacked. I'm going to snipe you out. Like, you know, there's no pullback. This all buying and no selling. Y'all seen it before watching your live the other night. It don't stop, man. Now look at the stochastics RSI. They're giving us the go ahead. They are getting pretty high though. And this might just come up and slip around. You know? What I've been doing is just like, all right, whatever. Like, I'll just take it. I'll take 20 beans real quick, you know? I want to know how to do the trailing stop. Where's the trailing stop? Go to add and hit add here maybe. And then scroll partial. No. Stop loss settings. Last, it's probably trailing right there. Fair index. No. Juice showing you in the. It's funny watching numbers go up. I mean, this thing is ripping, right? Up $33 now. Like, it's just ripping. Like, I can teach you how to make 30 bucks in a minute. You know what I mean? Edit, click edit. Okay, where was edit? Where's the edit button? Edit, click edit, top right. Click add edit, then pencil sign. Click add edit, then pencil sign. You're making it. You're not making it clear to me, mate. You're not making it clear to me, mate. You know? And look, that's probably the bottom of the pattern, and we're going to make a right shoulder now. You see this? So I took my money, added it 12 for 12, right? And there I am, man. I just keep stacking, right? And now look. It looks like we're going to make a right shoulder in here and then blast. So I can probably get one more entry right here. All right. Same trade. Let me just build it again. And I could be wrong. We could pump. But the liquidity is going to lighten up. We're getting into Thursday. Veterans Day. The bond market is closed, but the regular market isn't. So I believe it still will have some spillover into the market. You know what I mean? Why take profits? Because you never went broke taking profits. You know what I mean? I already had a great day. Like, why would I be greedy, man? You know what I mean? Guys, Bitcoin going to pump all night. It might. Yeah, it might. It very well might. You may not be able to go to sleep tonight. You may be up all night. That's what happens in trading crypto, man. It's 24/7. It never ends. It wears you down. At one point, like, you have to walk away from the market, no matter how hard. But, like, it's hard when things are just rocking. See, the stochastics got high. When the stochastics get high, the price action is going to reset. And when it resets, you can snap it back. You know? You're likely to come down here, like I showed you. Make some type of... And that's a cup and handle, too. And that will have a nice move that we could possibly scalp. So you just got to, like, you know? And this could just pump out of nowhere, and I could miss out. I don't care. I had a great night. I just got to add another trade to the bin. You know what I mean? To me, it's all compounding. All compounding. That 25 will turn into the $2,000 that I send out to another coin that can 10x or 50x. And then so that 25 can end up turning into $2,500 if it, you know, does something huge, you know? So it just, I'm always thinking, you know, I was talking to someone today about that. I'll pick a penny up off the street. Like, so much respect for money, you know, and all opportunities around me. This is the 1 second chart, which is getting pretty gnarly. But it usually works pretty similar. Look how it just bounced off the 200. Remember, this is the right shoulder area. You just, to be able to conceptualize where you are. It's like looking at a knuckle, but knowing you're in the finger of a body. Like, you know. Dude, Caspa has my heart like racing. And if we just go back to, you always want to go back to a bigger time frame when you're really locked in and just kind of see what's going on, right? And it's like, how did I know right where to take profits? Exactly where to take profits, right? Crazy, right? I showed you right when price would pump and right when price would slow, even on the 1 minute chart. Sammy, at 6 a.m. here, please call Willie to chill for a few hours. Who's Willie, man? Shout out to Stas, man. I love you, brother. What up, Willie? You want to chill for a few Bitcoin can be traded anywhere on Earth. I know, isn't that crazy? You introduced me to Kaz. Thank you, Sam. Marty McFly, I love you. Turbo is forming a huge falling wedge, going to pump. Turbo's been hot. So this looks like we're getting a right shoulder here. And I'll use the, I love using the indicator because it's just so nice to label. But like, that's what we're going for, right? And see, I'm trading this on the, and I'm using the MEXC, and I'm just using the MEXC chart. All right. And look, even on the 5 second, I can see what's going down. Even on the 1 second, I can feel, you know, you can see the inverted. It's not that serious. People are like, oh, it's a 1 second. It's not that serious. It's really not. Like, get comfortable with all the time frames. They don't matter. They really don't. Get your mind so open that you don't even care. You know, I don't need it right now to label it. You know, I want to make more of what I'm seeing here. Okay. And we really want that, like, that's kind of a cup and handle thing going on. That could be all we get, maybe just to show, like, it might not be that big of a deep shoulder. BNB, check, please. Check, please. I love BNB. And so because of that, you'll be all right. All right. Can you check out Tao blasted to the moon? I know, it's insane. Jamie, my head of tech told me about it. He said it was awesome. He also told me about Aquis, remember? And both of them I think were out of control. Wow, 148 now? That's insane. Remember, I was talking about it right here at $74, saying it would go to 98, and it, wow, just surpassed my wildest dreams. I'm telling you, man, this coin all these coins I want to keep selling off, and this is insane. This is a pretty insane rally. All right, what we really want to look at is the DXY. And, you know, if it continues to lose value, it's in a head and shoulder pattern right now. I mean, that's a dump. Like, that's beautiful. If that, you know, that is what you're looking for, baby. So sayonara sucker, man, below the 200 SMA, and then just spin off and get a curve, and these just have these cross the 50. That's, you know, you don't want the 50 crossing the 80, the 100. Those are all post death crosses, you know. Tau all-time high breakout. Next out for Aptos is 11, huge value gap if we pump, and 48. Yeah, Tau staking is really nice payout. Great community. Amazing. See, I should get into some Tau staking and get it out into the MetaMask. Okay, Let me see where Tal, I'll research it now and figure it out. BitTensor, man. And I mean, it's a low market cap. 609 million and it's number like 2,000 coin though. It's pretty interesting, right? Not a lot of the circulating supply out. Self-supporting, only 19%. 4.12 million Tau is the total supply. 21 million Tau though, the max supply. Oh my gosh, guys. That's like a very, look, it's like Bitcoin. There's only 21 million Tau, dude. I didn't know this. We might have something that could really do some damage here. The problem here is this is the dilemma of everybody at this point. You're up what's called huge. You're up huge, right? You're up so big over here. And you want to relish in it, but then you're not sure if you could sell either. And you're stuck in this pocket. And I know what it's like, you know. Super Sam is one. Harmony, it may be. You buying shrapnel? BTC broke out. Yeah, it's starting to move on the smaller time frame, right? But still could you be kind of roping over. It's a little overbought here. They could just be inducing you to kind of get a few more people on the till. If it breaks this though, it's gone. I'll tell you that. Let's take a look at what we're seeing here. Shorts are about to get squeezed again. We have some liquidity building, and the two biggest orders right near us, yeah, I mean, are right here to 37,000. And we did get in down at 381. I sold at like 513. Now it is up at 530. Yeah, your 5-minute looks great. Better off just riding the 5 and forgetting about it, you know? Get out of the smallies. What I like about taking a partial too before you, now I have like a buffer to the stop loss. You know, I've already taken 20, so if I go in for 80 or 100 and I go down 10 or 20, I can, you know, I could call it a night break even too. Like there's a bunch of reasons why I like taking that first partial if I feel there's chances to get back in and it's not too crazy, you know, because number one, it builds confidence to win no matter how small or big it is. I don't care who you are as a trader. You're going to have a tough day. You're going to have a great day. Remember the great days. Cherish them. Bask in your wins, you know. Take yourself to Baskin Robbins. I'm just, you know, but Baskin. I'm sorry. It's so corny. Sorry. It just rolled off the tongue. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. So I like that we're touching the 21, right? That's I always just keep a 21 around, and I keep a stochastic, and really with that and some patterns, I can just pretty much bang that out. You know what I mean? And you give me some BOOKMAP liquidity, and I can backpack in the woods, baby. You know, I don't. Everyone's like, remember, I've been on Trading Wars, and I don't say a peep about any. I just do my thing manually and just do what I got to do, right? And it just plays out. It just does what it's supposed to do. So we'll see. We'll put it back on, and we'll see if we can get the move. See if Salvi can get the move to the upside to 37,630 and a massive short squeeze. And I got to get out of here about like 11:45, 12, I believe, just because I'll be absolutely exhausted from streaming all the time. 640 beautiful souls in the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. And one thing I want to ask, is there any artifacting when I move my face today? Any artifacting when I move my face? Let me know. Before there was like when I moved my face for whatever reason, like if I stood still and talked, it was fine. But when I moved my face, you know, Gronk Army support the channel. Oh my gosh. This is a good sign to long Coinbase, Mara, and Riot stocks in the morning. I mean, I'm doing that. That's what I've been doing. I'm building a position in Mara. Mara has earnings today, or they had earnings today, right? Let's take a look at Mara. They had earnings today. It looked like we're getting a short squeeze. Something was brewing there. We're getting some shaky movement here. Usually that builds up a move to the upside when we get that. There we go. 560, 570. There we go. There we go. You know, I've been tempted to stop trading, but when it just, you know, when the getting's good, right? When the waves are out, I'm going to surf, baby. You know what I mean? Let's see if we can get this love, you know. Show me the chats and I'll show you the news, kid, over here. bit of a cup and handle with a move to the upside. Sammy cup and handy, man. I mean, why not? Like, let her rip. Let's do what we got to do in this space. 570 on the move. We got a short squeeze cooking now. Short the market like you think you should over here. Right? New trade still down. I entered that late. Thought with that pump I'd be up for sure. And there you have it. So let me do my big. Now I need to do top-down analysis. As much as you guys, I like watching trade and stuff, I got to do top-down analysis. We got to break it down. So we're going to talk about Le Bitcoin. La Bitcoin, yeah, not Bitcoin, La Bitcoin. La Bitcoinicus, right? Leviticus. Like we got Leviticus, this is Leviticus. That'd be maybe a cool YouTube name for someone. I might, you could get blessed with that, right? Leviticus, Bitcoin, the standard. So beautiful. We were here. We definitely broke the weekly resistance, all right? So far, it could be a bull trap, but we broke the weekly resistance. You'd expect to move back down in here, not anymore, because we're outside of the trend now. And that concludes any of the bears that wanted to say we were making a bear flag. Also, if you're an ICT trader, we would have had a swing failure high had this wick not closed above it. However, we have 3 days. But even when this closed, we will wick above it. And so we will not have a swing failure pattern. All right, similar to this one where this wick didn't go that high. This wick was high, this wick didn't hit it. That's a dump. All right, just like you have a swing failure low here. Okay, anyway, beautiful move for Bitcoin, struggling around the $500 level, but this is a great thing for the weekly. All right, I'm excited for what I'm seeing here. And again, don't get roped in too hard. Whenever I see pumps like this, there is eventually a pullback. Money does not always go straight up. And there comes a time where things pull back. Now, maybe we're on one of those rallies that just kind of keeps doing its thing and switches into other things, but there's no guarantees here, right? Look, we got rejected by a similar pocket of resistance, 36,525, all right? Now I'm down a measly 6 beans. I'm not happy about it, though. I don't want... See, this could be my first loss in a long time, But so anyway, let's take a look here. We can clearly see now we broke above resistance, which is pretty cool. This is like a big deal for me. Huge. Like weekly is strong. And when you have 2 candles closing there and you're getting above that zone, to me, that's a huge, huge deal. Like it's not just a little thing. It's a big deal. And if we can close this candle well into this area and push forward into possibly 37,700, which looks like it's very possible because there's a lot of momentum and there's really no... Look, smooth move, just a wick and nothing. And look, smooth move, smooth move, smooth moves. We have never, ever spent shop in this area. We have gone fast up. Look at this. Throughout Bitcoin's history, we have went from 36.1 all the way up to 38,000. Down, whipped, down. There we went down, whipped, down, went. We never did an up and down chop. There was never something like this. There was never... Look at this. It's the cleanest gap on an asset I've ever seen in my life. Another thing, if you're an ICT trader and you're getting busy, then you are looking at this weekly inefficiency all along because you could see that this wick and this wick did not touch and you were waiting for the closure of that candle. You've been waiting on this area for a long time, ever since you were down here. If you're an ICT expert and you know your fail value gaps, okay? And there you go. You know what I mean? And I'm now educated on the whole sauce, not all of it. I'm not saying, but like there's such a bigger world out here of so much information. And we provide so much for you in my trading group, no matter which way you want to go. And I just know we have something for everybody here. And I'm going to work every single day to make sure our university is open 24/7 around the world, around the clock for anybody that wants to change their life and do the right thing and get educated. Because I got educated and that's how it all began. Without an education, a man is the same. With an education, things have changed. Once you know something more than you knew before, you're able to make a decision that you didn't have the ability to. Your whole life changes. And my life will never be the same. I will give back to each and every one of you every single day of my life. I will stream 5 times, 6 times, 4 times, 100 times. however many times I have to. May God bless each and every one of you for being here. And thank you so much for your time, your most precious asset. But look, I spotlight this all the time. We got ourselves a golden cross coming here on Bitcoin on the weekly. And things are just starting to look like we could get ourselves a bit of a move. Shout out to the 667 beautiful souls in the live, 282 likes, $45 in chat revenue. We will get to that fan funding. Let's talk about it right now. And I got to be a little quiet because my family's asleep. All right. And I don't want to be screaming. I don't have soundproof. But let's take a look here. Wow, a lot of people came through. This is amazing. Sammy, please FOMO into... Oh, okay, not. Render, please. Looks good to me. Yeah, I'm pretty heavy in it right now. Cass, new all-time high just now. Amazing. You love saying that, and I love when I hear you say that. Trailing, I mean, that's true price discovery. Price disco, it means price disco. Sammy at 6 a.m. here. Please call Willie to chill for a few hours. I don't know what that means. Oh, you mean Bitcoin? Oh, I see what you're saying. Please call Will. I get it now, yeah. Hey, Willie, hold, chill. Can you check Tau out? It blasted to the moon. Yep. Nathan Ward, thank you. IZV54 Stas, man, you're my buddy, man. God bless you, Stas. Bufflink, man, trailing stop and trigger drop down next to market. Let me see that. Trailing stop and trigger drop down. Next to market. I still don't know what he's saying. Ah, trigger drop down. Trailing stop. Aha. I don't know how to use one. I've used one only with a bot that I've had programmed for all trading. But I'm always like, what percentage do you want to put it at? You have to pick all that, right? So when, I kind of like this idea though. So when Bitcoin hits, first take profit, right? 37,418. Okay. Anyway, I'm not going to do it right now. My first time ever. I'll do it on a smaller trade just to make sure I'm doing it correctly. And this trade, this is my big boy, man. I want this trade to pump on some other craziness. Cass at 88. We're going to take a look at Caspa. We're going to look at all your super chats. We are winding down for the night, though, as I am a man that actually does sleep at one point. And honestly, this is one of the craziest days of my entire life. I called this move for my entire trading group today. I can't move this market. It's too big for me. It's too much billions of dollars. This is something that just happens because there's so much attraction and money. And this thing blasted to the upside. Caspa, baby, Caspa. And so not only my favorite coin, but it was one of my biggest wins for an altcoin today too. And things have been moving, man. Things have been moving. It's been insane. And we looked at this on the live stream today. And if you saw what I was talking about, bang, bang, bang. So, and may God bless you all for being here with me. I really appreciate it. I feel so blessed to have this many people kicking it. And man, I did so much TA on Caspa over the long run. It's been amazing. It's been amazing. There's one coin I'm trying to remember in my mind that looks so perfect. Let me see. I probably have it posted, so I want to find it. Shout out to Jenna XRP for coming on to the show today. Unbelievable. And things have just been I'm just super excited. Things have been awesome. I'm very, very excited. So, it's been a good look. 7 Minute wants to get the 36. Where's Stacky? Thank you, bro. Ate good with you in mind, man. God bless you, man. Look at that steak in it. That thing's a beautiful steak. I love you, Stack. God bless you, brother. Happy birthday, man. You deserve it. May you live a blessed life. All right? And may you continue to prosper, and I love you. So I put this in the trading group here at 1:09 p.m. Caspa getting ready for a new all-time high, calling for 82868. How did I know it was going to go there? The stochastics were very aggressive, and I had hidden bullish divergence swinging up while the RSI was swinging down. I'm telling you, with those two things, I am vicious. And I told everyone last night about it in my trading group. I went over all these ideas. Now we're slipping. And I honestly, tonight I kind of don't want to be in a trade anymore, but now I guess I have to see this one through. Either take a L, you know. Doesn't mean it's over yet, too. We'll see. We're low in the stochastics. We'll see. I was down 800 today, and I pulled out one of the best trades ever. So, you know, you got to let it wiggle, man. And, you know, it is what it is. Let's move forward from the weekly into the 3-day chart. We are starting to get a little bit above our britches. But as I said before, there was no bearish divergence, and the stochastics can just kind of hang. They can even go down while price action starts to go up. And that's the beginning of a breakout on the 3 hour, right? The 3-day chart. And this is your measured move, and this is where you're going. I mean, my measured moves are pretty spot on. That's 44,800. That's why my target here for this bigger trade that I mapped. This trade is that trade right there. It's mapped out. That is 44.7. I just wanted to, you know, take a little bit right below the area and see what happens. Look at Bitcoin just pumped up fast from. It's been doing this. It dipped down to like 435, 4 something, all the way right back on the futures, back to 36.5. This thing looks like it may want to take a bit of a moon, but we'll see. We will see. Only time will tell. Casper struggling with the 88 area. At one point, there's going to be a high to take profits on, and then that's going to be it. Things could get kind of rowdy. Do you sell your Casper? You know, that's the question. Like me, you're up 30. You got 30 grand. You're up like 12, 15,000. Do you take some off the table? You know, you ask yourself these questions. I ask myself these questions, but you know, the sad thing is that only people that can answer them are ourselves, right? But I'm always wondering, you know, like, man, for me, it's then that's why I have hardware wallets. Like, once I really know, so like my Cardano hardware wallet, like I'm not looking at, I can't access it. I can't take profits on it. It's not even really a thought process to me. It's just not something that's going to happen. This is getting more likely for a pump because we're getting so consolidative, and that's a really good sign. It's a really good sign. Like, you know, as an analyst, I like what I'm seeing here. It's showing that we have a lot of strength for the bulls. Okay, it's also kind of like a shoulder ahead and a right shoulder. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if we did get a massive pump in the next, you know, pretty fast from it. You know, some. And that liquidity is closer and it's bigger. And we're getting this kind of little flag too on the 1 minute. This is the 1 second chart, really. You can see it's just like bubbles, but it's the 1 second chart. Look, there's a pump coming now. I mean, that's looking like we're about to get a move. Let's see it, baby. Here it comes. This is it. This would be it right here. You have an inverted head and shoulder on the stochastics RSI. You have an inverted head and shoulder on price action. Even that little one, if I go to a smaller time frame, right? You kind of have this shoulder, that head, that right shoulder there. Kind of I was planning out that whole time. Remember when I first saw the hip, you know? And, you know, that kind of should get a breakout. Like, you know, 9 out of 10 times, that's gonna push you. That's going to get the movement, right? And now we've turned green again. If I want, I could take it off because I just love the streak. Now I'm in love with the streak. And being in love with the streak is cool because I'm more in love with the streak than anything else now. I don't really care about missing out on price action. I just want to make sure that my streak stays alive, you know? But now I believe we're about to get the mammoth move that we wanted, you know, as we crack, you know. And there's the short squeeze. Congratulations to anyone that waited. You know, that's good enough for some gains. Don't clap at night like that. But yeah, I mean, there you go. I did it again. I called a short squeeze using just, you know, simple tactics and indicators, momentum, and just my brain, man. I've seen this many times in my life, you know. There you go. I'm probably yelling about this in the morning. Look at the game. But like, I did this all day. I did this all day in the trading group, just all day. Just like pointed out constant moves, like just didn't stop, you know. Wow, look at that thing. Look at that thing. And I swear, like, am I a time traveler? Did I do this before? So I know exactly when. Did I write down all the times that the Bitcoin made a move? You know? And it's struggling kind of again. It's doing its thing. I flash closed that. I want to keep the streak alive. I do not want to lose a trade. You know? See? It's getting late night into Wednesday night, into Thursday too, where liquidity could dry up. Well, and we could still, and that's why everyone's like, what are you doing? Like, well, we'll see. We did break out. That's a nice clean breakout. I could enter again. This time with a closer stop, though. You see? Because now we're broken out. Now I have some better odds. I'm outside the pattern. Technically buying the breakout, but that's okay. You know, as long as I see momentum in my favor. So what I can do is just... What I caution too is see opening the trade without putting these, because you just got to see what you want. I feel like I can go a little closer. I don't want to lose what I lost, so now I'm going back, and I'll risk 22 for 121 for now. So now the worst I can lose. Oh look, I got it on a trigger. That's annoying. But everything happens for a reason. Always be relaxed when you're trading. Never be in haste. Always be relaxed when you're trading. Never be in haste. Never. Being in haste means something's not right in your life. Don't be in haste. Haste isn't good. We don't want to live in haste. Whenever I'm in haste or someone's putting me into haste, I want to remove. I realize like the devil moves in haste. The devil wants you to move fast. The devil wants you to forget things and kind of, you got to chill. You know, God wants you to remain calm and in peace at all times. You know what I mean? So you just want to, like, when you catch yourself like feeling you have to do something, you have to be in a trade, or you must, and the price action is just going to leave you and it's all going to end and it's the end of the world. Like, you know, it's, yeah, I just, and what I'm seeing there is a bit of a retest that could really start to play out here, right? Like a retest at the top of the trend line. Do have high stochastics, but there's a chance we could pump through anyway. One thing we could be making now is I have to be open-minded. Are we making a possible rising wedge? That could break to the downside. And this could be the end. Some bearish div there on the one. And could the bears start to take over here? Or is that how we go absolutely parabolic? Right, and hit the target too from the rising. The same idea with the rising wedge breaking out. And I'm still open-minded. We could be retesting the top of the trend. It's interesting, but I'm open-minded for both ideas. All right. So far, the retest looks pretty nice. Looks like we caught a retest, you know, but we'll see. Only time will tell. All right. I really want to go to sleep. I'm exhausted, but I'm just doing this because I love to trade. And I know I can show you guys stuff that's cool. And I think it's fun. The more I do it, the better I get at it. And so I keep doing it. And because I keep doing it, I get better at it. So I keep doing it. And the more I do it, the better I get at it. So I keep doing it. And that's a vicious cycle that I'm in. Right? I technically am, I believe, slightly over trading. But I'm also seeing opportunity in the market that's highly possible. The daily still really wants to rip. Okay. So 5-minute chart still says that it can get real busy. Have a nice pump. Nothing wrong with the 5-minute at all. $8,000 trade, $466 at what, 18x leverage, you know. Another $5 I could take. And what I like to do too is just, you know, I hit market, I'll hit close long, but I always have the confirmation window up, and you know, so that's because specifically, you know, you'll have to hit 2 buttons. One time I messed up pretty bad because like I couldn't get out in time on a pretty, you know. So I do this now, and I'm just ready to get out if I want to with the confirm button, you see? But it took me some time to figure that out, you know, and then I can always watch. I have 6 monitors, so then I can grab this one and have this open on another screen, right? Probably watching how this 1 minute And I mean, so far I caught what's called a retest here, but we'll see. But so far it is resembling what you break out, you retest the top of the trend line, and then you tend to get a bit of a move to the upside. It's an old school move in trading. Again, I could take a flash close on this again, bang, snipe it. See, there's nothing wrong with making multiple wins. Like position history again, and like we took 25, we took 9, we took 9. Like I added another, $35 to the account and added another more win rate, like proving myself that I have discipline. Each one of these greens represents complete discipline. All right. Absolute discipline. I'm also like getting, eventually I probably will ruin the streak. This thing may still moon though. The 5 minute looks nice. It does. Some bearish div on the 5 minute though is starting to form. I will say. Where was my sell on that? It was at 644, and it's ripping up to 672. All right, so I would have made more money, but that's okay. You can't always sit on the what ifs. You just have to be on the yeses. Like, okay, I did that. See how that's curving up, saying me there could be some moves coming here too. But yep, there's 700. And now we look at the short squeeze again. And when you're scalping, you're scalping. So that was a nice squeeze. Wow, that's it. It hit 36. Did we really hit 800 there? Wow, we did. That would have made money right there for me. I should have stayed in there, right? Dang. But it's okay. Now we're getting some crazy movement. Wow, so now that retest really did play out pretty nicely. You're pinning price action now. Ooh. I'm not going to get greedy. I'll let this one cook. Let me take a look at the charts right now, or the what you guys are saying. As you can see, I'm winding down. The lifer actually isn't fake. I always get when I give. You taught me that. Crypto Ramble, I love you, man. Uni is the coin you're looking for. We love you, Sam. Get some rest. Not telling you what to do. Oh, of course, man. Definitely. I'm exhausted. I'm breaking down live on the cameras. But like, this price action's insane, you know? You get it while it's good, man. You get it while it's good. Shorts just want to keep shorting, and so they keep providing absolute liquidity. It's amazing. You know. Thank you, Lifer Fam, for the super chats. If Sam can't get them tonight, we get them in the morning. We'll take a look at them. We have a list of them here. Just send me the list. I'll get them. I'll get through them. I got it. I don't ever leave a man down. Never in my life. Let's go. Let's go. Plus, there's some things I need to look at. First thing, someone asked about Casper, right? So let's take a look at Casper freehand. Let's get rid of everything. Look at its weekly. And so the weekly suggests that it can continue to go. All right. Technically, you would draw this as your trend, and you don't even really need the bottom one for this. And this could be a measured move. It's suggesting somewhere up to 10 cents is where Casper really wants to go. 10. It says it wants to get into the 10 cent region. Imagine when this thing goes to some major big milestones. How big is its market cap at this point? I think it's over $1 billion, right? It's almost a $2 billion market cap, right? And growing though. And look, I mean, max supply isn't too big, 21 million or 21 billion. Yeah, 21 billion. And look, most of the supply is out. It's a really good sign, 74%. This is what you want to see in a solid investment, okay? Super Sam, thank you. Made tons of money. So blessed you were here to guide us through the way. God bless you, my man. God bless you so much. And look, I mean, we are pumping hard now. All right. And I told you, like, I just, you know, look at that move. And the shorts are getting absolutely annihilated yet again. This trade now up to 400. This trade banging on them again. Look at this thing. And if I can call a short squeeze in my sleep, man. Literally, I'm asleep right now. I got a short squeeze right there. Shout out to 652 people on the live, man. I'm still in a tie. Like, come on, man. Since 11 at night. Like, look at that move. This is insanity. Right? Making more money again. Like, this is how you make 15, 30, you know. Just scalping all day long. Like, 14 for 14, you know. I'm going to call it a night at one point because I'm exhausted. You know what I mean? Take 15 bucks, 16 bucks. Watch it keep ripping. All right. Now the stochastics are high. You think you get some type of pullback. They're just flooded. But the shorts just keep providing liquidity. It won't stop until they stop. But I guess that many people were bearish on the market. It's crazy that they couldn't see what was cooking, what the rock was cooking, you know. Wow, this thing is booming, right? Look at that. It's a good time to sell when you have massive CVD. Like 15 CVD, that's a pretty high. That's really high. Cumulative volume delta, it's extremely high, you know. I mean, we're pushing into 37,000 now. Like, all right. And there's a chance we rip all night. You know, there is a chance this flags and it just doesn't stop. This technically does say that we're going up to 37,650. Like, that is the measured move. So far, everything has played out from the beginning of the first trade when I got in at 36,450 to the upside, right? And what was my sell there on the position history? 36,849. I mean, that was a beautiful sell. Like, I sold top, right? I keep selling those swings. So 5.3 to 5.95, 5.96, 6.44, you know, and there we go. Like, I mean, I just added 1, 2, 3, 4. You just saw me make 18, 16 is $34, right? And then yeah, because 32 in the 8, yeah, and then the 25. So you're talking a sweet 59 bucks, like 60 bucks just to add to a really great day, to get me closer to 6K here in the account, and then they call it a day, you know. And with that, everyone, I'm gonna take it and look at these super chats and then jump out of here. Can someone just post all the super chats, please? Like, right? Sam, can you look at Sol? Let's go. Top alts aren't moving much. Bitcoin is pumping again. Man. Oh, yeah. Thank you, fam, for the super chats. If Sam can't get them tonight, if they're more, yeah, I'm wondering if I'm missing, if I'm in the wrong chat. My margin 662 and I'm unrealized P&L is 1,200 USD. I just loosened my tie. I've been here at work since 9 a.m. It's 10:42 now. About to go home. Thank you. I feel like I'm not alone grinding. Hey, God bless you, man. God bless you, man. You know what? If you're one of the few out there still with the tie and you're still getting it in, man, you want it more than everybody else, and that means you're going to get it. So desire comes to the king of the one who loves it more, you know. And we even called that retest there at the top of the channel. Showed you a bunch of ways to enter a trade, taught you what a retest was, taught you how to use the 1 minute time frame and shrink in. Like, you could have learned so much here in this, just in this little session. It's literally a clinic. November 17th, really. Bye, have a good night. Yeah. But can someone please paste the super chats in? I guess I'll just go get them. All right. Uni, let's take a look at which ones. All right, so people want render. Let's take a look at render. I need to look at render too because I'm pretty heavy in it right now. I see Bitcoin making a flag now because it's small, you know, and coming back to the 21-day moving average. Then we'll look for another hidden bullish divergence and we'll play the game again. You know, if it does that, then it's going to continue. All right. If not, it makes a double top. Like, well, it's a simple game, everyone. It does the same things over and over again. It's pretty, and it does it. Eventually, you're just going to learn how to just ATM it, you know. Just, it was your emotions the whole time that got you lost. But the charts were never lying to you. They were always telling you the truth. Every time, you know. And I just want to publicly apologize. Like, I didn't mean to be mean to Nicholas Merton. You know, I kind of like, I'll be honest. Like, I'm a nice dude. I don't want to ever like really hurt anyone's feelings. But like, am I such a bad guy for making people see the truth? When you see a puddle and you watch someone walk in it, is that cool? Like, this guy was super. My final warning for Bitcoin, the coming collapse could be massive. And like, he was like, because I know what it was is, I was super open-minded. He taught me a lot. I used to watch his channel, respect him, and I still respect and love him. I just want him to know that. And I feel really bad. If anyone knows him, they could tell him this, you know. I don't really want him to, you know, see that he blocked me. It's kind of sad. But, you know, and I was like, well, there's someone who will not be taking my class this month, and he needs it the most. But, oh, well, we live and learn. And I like Nick. He's a good kid. He worked hard building his channel, but learn from this. He taught us all a valuable lesson. Never go into the news or in your head, you know. Stay in the charts. All love Nick. In Boston, we grew up with thick skin, you know. But he definitely blocked me on Twitter, you know, which is pretty funny. You know, someone says soft to Charmin, man, that's crazy. But, you know, I mean, my whole thing was this, like, I'm not trying to say I was right all the time, but look, even this, Warriors, I got you, look at this. Here is a free trade, 8-hour Bitcoin. We have hidden bullish divergence, and the chance of hitting 40K is 90% by my indicators. Like, this had stop loss and everything and played out beautifully. This is in the money nicely on the 8-hour time frame, you know. And look at my sell up there, really nice. We got up into that area. I sold that 848 area. Beautiful, right? And I didn't chase. And now I can kind of, and then you're expecting this pullback with the hidden bullish divergence. And I still got my bigger trade open, and I'm ready to go at it again at any time. And look, I'm exhausted doing my thing, but I didn't let my emotions get in the way. I stuck to the trade. I stuck to what I was doing. I kept it 100, right? This is now, you know, getting into the, let's see, can I get, yeah, I mean, you're getting into that, like, you know, now it's a falling wedge. And you can bring, you know, and you can just scalp all day long when the market's nice. And just keep taking advantage of the short squeezes. They're going to squeeze themselves. It's just what they do. I don't know why. Because at this point, people are like, all right, it has to stop now. And they don't realize that they're the ones that keep it going. It's kind of insane. It's like someone who's, you know, kind of, you know, beating themselves. And they're like, oh. It's like, so they're like, all right, this has to stop. And they keep opening up shorts. And then they keep getting short. And then they keep revenge trading. And then they don't get it. And they're like, but. And look, if you look at this, you're seeing red candles on the 5. But if you know to zoom into the 1, look how much calmer you are. You're now seeing something that you know, that's familiar to you. You're not lost and just, you know, when I just first started trading, all I saw was this. I didn't even know this was behind. I didn't know there was a whole world. I didn't understand that you could look at 2 time frames at the same time and have multiple screens around you and just have, you know, even my setup gives me an advantage to the average person, right? Because I know where to put things, how to have my BOOKMAP set up on one screen, my whole setup has me ready to go. Like, I'm locked and loaded by 6:30, 7 in the morning. I'm ready to rock to trade this crypto market and to do what we got to do. Also, Tuesday and Wednesday, best days to trade ever, like absolutely ever. Look, low stochastics now. That's another good entry right there. I'm telling you, like, I like it. I like it. Stop loss is like 36,540 now. And the take profit is at 37,138. It probably could go more than that. Yeah, it looks like it can rip again. There it goes. Fastest $10 you ever made in your life. You know? Came back. That was fast. So usually when you make $10 that fast, you got to take it. That's crazy. Ripping. 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 Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Loving it. Loving it. Loving it. Oh, loving it. Nick loving it. I take it. And I'll scalp all day long. I don't give a dang. I don't give a dang. That looks like it's going to go even higher, though. But I just like the wins, man. So now you saw me take how many wins here? Right? On the live. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight. 16, 16, 9, 9, 9, 12. Like, and some say, oh, you could have stayed in it. It's going to keep pumping. Yeah, you're right. But I'm continuously adding to my stack no matter what, right? I don't know. Trading Wars tomorrow might have some serious volatility. I wonder if we can get busy like this tomorrow. ZoomX isn't so much fun. It's not as easy to trade, and the fees are so high and in and out, and I can't even, I'm not used to it, right? This is my home station, right? I'm going to call it a night here, everyone. I could trade all night. I really could until the cows come home. I just showed you how to do it. If you want to do it, like, that's how you do it, you know? I don't know. I don't know what else to say. You got to have control over your emotions, period, you know? That's what really matters. I see CAS going up further. Oh, yeah, let's see what we're looking on Casper. So, on the daily, very overbought. Doesn't mean we can't continue. Rising wedge does want to break out parabolically, and that's a beautiful move. And that's usually not going to be a fake out. That's usually going to be a beautiful move. Let's take a look at the 22-hour time frame. Slightly overbought, away from the 21. Let's look at our 4-hour. Getting away from the 21, but not too far away, which is somewhat of a good sign. And the 1 hour as well, not too far away. So I personally, let's look at the really small time frames. Yeah, a nice bearish div right there. So that tells you you're cooling off. It could just be the consolidation on the one that you're cooling off for, but that tells you you're cooling off, okay? And so you got your bearish div. That's a perfect place to get out, or even in this area right here. Perfect place in my humble opinion. If I was swing trading it in a big futures trade, I personally would be done. You know, you do whatever makes you happy. That's where I would be out. I take a look now at the 1 hour, and what I do is I do my twisted sister now, and I make a bull pennant and a fallen wedge, and I wait for the 21 to kiss price action, and then I know that the next move is here or here, depending on the pattern that we make. And that means we got a target of like 10 or 10.5 cents depending, and that adds up to the same bigger target that I have. So this is how I play Caspa. And then I can even put an alert right here in the morning when I get it. And then I can put an alert right here on the stochastics RSI. These two alerts are pretty spot on for me and will hopefully give me the oversold regions. Take a look at Uni as we move forward. God bless you all for being here. Uni looks interesting to me. Looks like it's in a giant Adam and Eve double bottom. It's a bit of a shoulder, head, shoulder, but also inside of a flag, right? And I believe Uni is the next thing to do a chain link. And on the 8-day chart, it's about a big move coming. And I'll show you in a second what I'm talking about. And look, I sold the top again of that rally, right? You see, every time I sold the top. You see that? It came down after I sold that top area. Pretty crazy, right? 36,890. Where was the sell there? $36,811. All right, little shy, but 850 there was nice, you know, considering 890 on the high. So Uni, I like this consolidation. Same thing for Uni is like, wow, you know, can this have legs? There's a chance. And Render, I can't wait to look at Render. I'm actually excited for that. I mean, bigger picture, it was kind of following Bitcoin's like lead here, right? And so you just want to make sure it doesn't break below 510. As long as it does that, I mean, you're good to go. All right, VRVP struggling for some reason. Oh, there it comes. But I like the consolidation, and the measured move does take you further up to 570. Pretty nice move off 520 as well. And only time will tell. But I like what I'm seeing there. Bang. Shout out to all the beautiful traders out there. Shout out to everyone that trades crypto. Tom Crown, Evan Aldo, the whole team, Jason Casper, all the awesome people that you see every single day grinding out here on YouTube. Give a hand to every one of those people, man. They're awesome. Ben Armstrong, AJ Writes Crypto, everyone. I don't care, you know. God bless everyone out there that's grinding every single day. Corey Costa, my man, Miss Teen Crypto, you know, Debate Crypto, Sin City Crypto, all my peoples out there. Jenna X, you know, who was on my live stream today, unbelievable. So yeah, that looks beautiful. That's a nice consolidation point. Previous support, Previous resistance became support, SR flipping. You know, I keep my stop at the right place, let it sit, and you have an upward trending channel, you know, a nice parallel channel that can make a bit of a move. You can grab these parallel channels. I believe they're right here. You got yourself a nice parallel channel in a way here. You see resistance in the middle of the channel. I like what I'm seeing as long as we can keep this parallel channel going and break on up to the upside. Am I long in it? Looks really good on the 1 hour. The 4 hour is not amazing, you know. So we'll see. Price action seems to have slowed down now. I'm done chasing the hunt. You know, that's it for me. Filecoin went on a rally and a half out that flag to the upside. And you can see the same thing for a lot of coins. Rising wedges will break out. It's buy high. I was reading someone's Twitter, and like it's Jason Canfield. He was like, it's buy high, sell higher season. Don't overcomplicate this. And I was like, yeah, I even saw Luna C going. I saw Luna look good to me. Luna C looked good to me. It's funny, Luna C, but they all had these flags that looked interesting. Inverted head and shoulders to break out. Massive day. One thing we also want to look at, even Algorand got to 12 cents. Can you love it? You know, I own Algorand. Don't get me. I still own some Algo. I'm just not a huge fan. And it's like I own every coin, so I can talk ish on it. When people yell at me, I can say I still own it. So I can, you know, I feel like you can talk about it if you own it. You know, like. So Bitcoin dominance, we want to see kind of go down this path here and make this, you know, and if we can get this move for Bitcoin dominance to the downside, it's going to be really, really good for all coins. You know, it's going to give them a breather. Right now, the 5-day chart is about to tank. That's about to give all coins a massive move. All right. And this is what you want. This is what you want. You know, it's not going to be perfect, but if we can get this rally back down and then we can continue up, that's a cup and handle. And it doesn't mean, you know, it has to be the end here of the road for Bitcoin dominance. But right now, we'd like a little bit of a pullback. People want to start. A lot of people made money on Bitcoin. Let's be honest. And they want to take that money and put it into altcoins, even futures traders, right? And I just realized that, like, I now take my futures wins and put them into altcoins. So it's like, I'm that guy now. So I'm pumping altcoin bags when I make future wins. You know, like tonight I could take that 800 now, flip it into something that I could put it into Uni and let it sit, build a Uni bag. Look what I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to split screen, all right? And I show this to my trading group, and here's Chainlink on the 8-day chart. And then we'll go to Uni on the 8-day chart. And you can see an eerily similarity between the two, right? Where they start here. There's the, and look, they even have the same pattern waiting. Like they do the same thing. We can even, I believe we can take a fractal while we're here. I believe we can, and get the bars pattern. Copy it, paste it over. And then look at see it right here in elongate. And again, fractals don't mean everything, but they're dang interesting. And if you match, look, you match this right here, that V and that hook, they're identical. Like that's identical. And so it looks to me like Uni's about to go on a massive pump on and a bunch of coins. So they're telling me what's about to happen to Uni. It's going to go, and I still own some Uni on Coinbase, but it's about to almost double. It's about to more than double. It says Uni's about to make a massive move. And again, I don't know. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance, but the charts convey a beautiful message. And the beautiful message says, pump easy. So let's take a look at the daily. The daily, like we showed you, just broke out of a bull flag. And as long as you stay now above this resistance at 36,264, so that's going to be a pretty big deal. Like we want to stay above the wick there at 36,080, let's say. We'll give it a little. Well, we can stay above 36,080, my friends. We have a chance of a really, massive move. It already is set in stone pretty much, but, and 44,800 is the target. So, like, then there are people going to start talking about 50K and all-time highs. They're going to be all. But remember this. This is getting to 60. Funny, it was at a 70 and it came down, which is weird. This should be really high, but I guess they're monitoring some of the people that were really bearish, and we wouldn't have been able to wreck so many people, right? Shorts just got absolutely annihilated today. And I feel bad. If you were in my trading group, you would have longed all day long and had one of the best days of your trading career. You would have, you know. But again, need I digress? It happens to the best of people. They try to do things and they don't learn. They don't put in the education, or they don't put in the effort, or they think it's easier than it is. And, you know, and that's the trading can catch a lot of people up. And that's, yeah, it's that. So Uni looks like, you know, on the smaller time frame, there's something interesting. And on the bigger time frame, there's something interesting. So I like what I'm seeing for Uni, and I definitely would set alerts. And that's something, see, I would put something when I'm willing to lose 500 to $1,000 and just let it just kind of do its thing. All right. We go back to Bitcoin now on the smaller time frame, and I mean, it's flagging out. And this is what we kind of want on the 1 hour, right? But the 1 hour is just, wow. And that looks like it's just gonna continue. Like this rally is just gonna get out of control. But you never know. You never know. I like to leave a runner, right? But now here, and now you can use that as my possible area. Stop loss 37,582. Yeah, interesting. Let's take a look at my baby Render. Made tons of money, so bless you're here. God bless you too, man. God bless you too. So Render, look at that giant inverted head and shoulder. Could it do it? You know? That's a clear inverted head and shoulder. It's like one of the most clear inverted head and shoulders I've ever seen. It's got a 68% chance of breaking out. I am in Render right now. So I've got a long-term bag and a swing bag. So we'll see. Viva see what happens. But Render looks interesting. Can go all the way up to $3. That's my target, and I'm sticking to it, kiddies. And the 2 hour looks beautiful. I really like trading the 2 hour time frame. And so I'm watching Render closely here for a possible move up to 3.02s. 3.0 teasies. All right. That's what we're going for, kiddies. Sorry, I know you're not kiddies. I'm tired. You crypto fiends. Render USDT here. Shorts got absolutely rocked and wrecked. It was insane. And now we're coming on down too. We're slumping a little bit. And don't FOMO, you know, get some sleep. It'll be here in the morning. I can always scalp something. I don't have to get every single pump. I got to trade open, you know, and I got to say the same thing to myself, right? But there's going to be a lot of trades out there tonight too. And, yeah. It's a nice wedge that could break out. And if you keep getting hidden bullish, see, that's the thing. If I keep getting hidden bullish, then I have no choice. So what happens is I keep getting it. Like now I'm already getting hidden bullish again on the 5 minute. See? The RSI's already made a downtrend while price didn't. That keeps happening. It's like it forces me to trade. I have no choice but to take a trade. Even if I don't want to. Because it's the most accurate indicator I've ever used. It works, and it's me. I figured it out. Like, I mean, you learn. I didn't figure out hidden bullish, but like you figure out how to use it, and then you become the indicator, right? Someone asked for ORDI, and I may miss a super chat tonight. I'm super tired, everyone. Please forgive me. I know it's no excuse though. So it seems like it'll follow Bitcoin pretty much in a nutshell, right? But it is doing its own thing here. That's a beautiful flag. You got a golden cross on the 5. Chance this thing could scalp up. All right. It's on KuCoin. I think it may be on. It's also on Mexi Futures. This thing is hot. ORDI. Looks like it may break out of this flag to the upside. ORDI's been hot because Bitcoin's back up and Bitcoin gets more expensive. People start thinking, oh man, I should get in on these BRC20s. All right. And I got that VampX. We'll see what happens. That might do some damage at one point. You never know. And ORDI does look interesting to me. I'll give it to you. One inch had a nice move. 6 hour. Looks like this will, like 4 or 5 hours, come to the bottom of the pattern and then have itself a fairy tale. So I just put a right here, an alert here. Same idea here on 1 inch. Alerts on 1 inch. And I'm out at 12 o'clock, everyone, so I can go to bed by 12:30 and be up in the morning. Man falls asleep during live stream. Live streamer falls off during live stream. Never to make it back. Yeah. All right. Thanks for all you do, Lifer. Can we check ETH on the daily and the weekly? Are you kidding? You're bugging out, right? When you see a man falling off, and you still send a super chat, man. You see me like falling on the ground? Come on, man. Really? Look, there's an inverted head and shoulder there. Easy money, right? Bang. Nothing easy, but I mean, it was obvious money. The daily looks good. You got trending down RSI while trending up price action. And to me, it's hard to see, but you kind of have an Adam and Eve slanted that's likely going to break you out. And you already did the move. You have inverted head and shoulder there. Your weekly's high, but the momentum's still going in your favor, right? And, I mean, that's a cup and handle technically. But you also came down and bounced off the previous support. And look, you have what we talk about a lot here on the channel. You know, a bit of a hidden bullish in a way, like Class B. It's not perfect, but it's there. And you broke out of this falling wedge, which has a measured move. So the weekly wants to continue. Your target's going to be at the first resistance at 25, and then your next move up to 27. But I see ETH on its way. You know, of course, might make a double top. You have to get back above 2130 to remain bullish. All right, everyone, I'm out for the night. May God bless each and every one of you, and I'll see you tomorrow for a beautiful live stream. May God bless you all. I am exhausted, and I'll see you tomorrow.